Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share my honest experience with the 2PCS 12x4x1FT galvanized raised garden bed kit, which I've been using in my backyard for a few weeks now. I've always wanted to have a neat and organized garden without the hassle of digging up the ground and dealing with weeds, and this kit really seemed like a perfect solution. Right out of the box, I noticed how sturdy the galvanized steel panels are. They feel strong and durable, and the metal has a nice finish that doesn't look cheap or flimsy. The kit comes with everything you need to assemble two large rectangular garden beds, and the pieces fit together easily with the included hardware. Setting it up was actually quite simple. Even if you're not super handy, the instructions are clear and straightforward. The assembly took me about 30 minutes per bed, and it didn't require any special tools besides a screwdriver or wrench. Once the beds were assembled, I placed them in my preferred spots in the backyard, and they stayed perfectly level without any wobbling. The 12x4x1FT size is great because it gives you plenty of space for a variety of plants, from vegetables to herbs, flowers, or even small fruit bushes. I immediately filled the beds with a mix of soil and compost, and the depth of 1 foot is ideal for most plants. It's deep enough for root growth without feeling cramped, which makes it much easier to grow healthy, productive plants. I started with some tomatoes, peppers, lettuce, and herbs, and everything seems to be thriving. One of the things I love about raised beds is how easy they are to manage. There's less bending over compared to traditional garden plots, and it's so much easier to keep track of watering and weeding. The galvanized metal is another huge plus. It resists rust and corrosion, so I don't have to worry about the beds deteriorating over time, even in rainy or humid weather. The silver color also looks modern and clean, adding a nice aesthetic touch to my garden. Because the beds are freestanding, I also have the flexibility to move them around if I want to rearrange the garden layout or rotate crops. Watering is easier too. The design allows for good drainage, and I haven't had any problems with water pooling or soil washing away. The raised beds keep the plants off the ground, which also helps prevent pests like slugs or small animals from digging into my vegetables. Another thing I really appreciate is that these beds are large enough to grow multiple plants without feeling crowded. I was able to plant rows of lettuce and peppers side by side, and everything gets enough sunlight and space to grow properly. Some small things to note are that while the metal is strong, it can get hot if left in direct sun for long periods, so it's good to water in the morning or evening to avoid overheating the soil. Also, since the beds are freestanding, they aren't anchored to the ground, so in extremely windy areas, you might want to secure them slightly. Overall, I'm very impressed with the kit. It's a simple and effective solution for anyone who wants to grow a variety of plants without the hassle of traditional gardening. The assembly is easy, the materials are durable, and the size is perfect for both small and larger backyard gardens. Raised beds like these make gardening accessible, organized, and enjoyable, especially if you want a neat, professional-looking setup without spending hours digging and preparing the soil. If you're interested in getting your own set, click the link below for the best price. These beds have made my gardening experience so much easier, and I love how versatile and durable they are. Whether you want to grow vegetables, herbs, or flowers, this kit gives you everything you need to get started. That's my full review of the 2PCS 12x4x1FT galvanized raised garden bed kit. I hope this helps you decide if it's right for your garden. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to plant in your raised beds, and if you've tried any other gardening setups, I'd love to hear how they compare.